In this video, we're going to explain everything you need to know to travel to Bangkok. The most complete video you'll watch today about this destination, with the best tips. So let's get started. Bangkok is the capital of Thailand and one of the most chaotic, vibrant, and fascinating cities in the world. It's a city of absurd contrasts, where 500-year-old golden temples sit next to luxury skyscrapers, and the world's cheapest street food is served alongside Michelin-starred restaurants. Let's start with the main attractions, the places you can't miss. The first attraction, and the most important in Bangkok, is the Grand Palace. This is the most important and sacred temple complex in Thailand. It was the official residence of the king for 150 years. It's famous for its opulent golden architecture. Inside it is Wat Phra Kaeo, the temple that houses the Emerald Buddha, the most revered Buddha image in the country. The logistic is crucial. Go early in the morning, right when it opens around 8:30 a.m., to avoid the heat and the crowds. You will need at least 3 hours inside. The ticket costs 500 Thai baht. And pay attention, there is a strict dress code. You must cover your shoulders and knees. Ripped pants, leggings, or tank tops are not allowed. To get there, there is no nearby metro. The best way is to take a grab or taxi, or take the Chao Phraya express boat and get off at the Tha Chang Pier. The second attraction in Bangkok, a 10-minute walk from the Grand Palace, is Wat Pho, the Temple of the Reclining Buddha. It's famous for housing a gigantic statue of the Reclining Buddha, which is 46 meters long and 15 meters high, all covered in gold leaf. It's impressive. Wat Pho is also famous for being the birthplace of traditional Thai massage. You can, and should, get a massage at the school inside the temple. It costs about 480 baht for 1 hour. The ticket for the temple costs 200 Thai baht. Set aside 90 minutes for the visit. The third attraction, just across the river from Wat Pho, is Wat Arun, the Temple of the Dawn. It's a Khmer-style temple, famous for its central tower, or prang, which is 70 meters high and all covered in colorful Chinese porcelain. The best logistic is to visit Wat Pho first, and from there, take the Cross River ferry at the Tha Tien Pier. The river crossing costs only 5 Thai baht. The golden tip is to visit Wat Arun in the late afternoon. Climb the steep steps for a beautiful view, and then cross the river back and sit at a restaurant on the opposite bank to watch the temple light up. The ticket costs 100 Thai baht. The fourth attraction is the famous Khao San Road. This is the world's backpacker epicenter. It's a chaotic street full of bars with loud music, t-shirt shops, cheap massage parlors, and vendors selling exotic street food like fried scorpions and insects. The logistic is that there is no metro nearby. You need to go by Grab or tuk-tuk. Entry is free. The best time to go is at night after 9 p.m. to see the action. It's the best place to buy cheap buckets of alcohol. The fifth attraction is the floating markets. The most famous is Dam Noan Sarawak. It's that market from the movies, full of boats selling fruit and food. The logistic is complicated. It's 1.5 hours by car from Bangkok. The only practical way to get there is with a booked tour or an expensive taxi, which costs over 1,000 baht. You need to go very early, before 7 a.m. A boat ride there costs about 1,500 baht. It's very touristy, but it's a classic. The sixth attraction is often combined with the floating market, the Maeklong Railway Market. It's a local food market that operates literally on top of an active train line. Several times a day, a train passes right through the market. The vendors pull back their awnings and produce in seconds, and as soon as the train passes, they set it all up again. The logistic is that it's 1.5 hours from Bangkok, near the floating market. You must check the train schedules to see the spectacle. Entry is free. The seventh attraction is the Chatuchak Weekend Market. It's a giant market that only opens on Saturdays and Sundays. It's one of the largest in the world, with over 15,000 stalls selling absolutely everything: clothes, decor, crafts, pets, and street food. It's madness. The logistic is easy. Take the best Sky train to the Mo Chit station, or the MRT subway to the Chatuchak Park station. Set aside at least half a day to get lost there. Entry is free. The eighth attraction is a rooftop bar. Bangkok is famous for its bars on top of skyscrapers. The most famous is the Sky Bar at the Libu Estate Tower, where The Hangover Part 2 was filmed. We recommend Vertigo at the Banyan Tree Hotel. The logistic is go at sunset around 5:30 p.m. There is a dress code: no shorts, flip-flops, or tank tops. Entry is free, but the drinks are extremely expensive. A cocktail costs over 700 Thai baht. The ninth attraction is the Modern Center, the malls in the Siam area. Siam Paragon is an incredible luxury mall. Even if you're not shopping, it's worth visiting to see the supercar showrooms and the giant aquarium, Sea Life Ocean World, in the basement. The ticket for the aquarium costs about 1,000 baht. Next door is Central World, another giant mall. The logistic is to take the BTS to the Siam station. Finally, the Jim Thompson House. This is a surprising museum. Jim Thompson was an American businessman who revitalized the Thai silk industry and then mysteriously disappeared. His house is a complex of traditional Thai teak houses, set in a tropical garden in the middle of the city. It's an oasis of peace. The logistic is to take the BTS to the National Stadium station. The ticket costs 200 Thai baht, and the visit is by a mandatory guided tour, which lasts about 40 minutes. An important tip that will save you time and money is to buy tickets for attractions and tours in advance. Buying on the spot is always more expensive. And the most famous tourist spots like the Grand Palace and the tours to the floating markets can have long lines. We'll leave the link on the QR code on the screen and in the description to the site where we always buy tickets and tours for the best price. It's the largest tour site in the world and has practically everything there. Tickets for the Grand Palace, tickets with transport for the floating markets, and tours of Bangkok, all at the best price, and you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. And they have free tours that are great, like walking tours of Bangkok. And remember that in the link below, we always organize everything you need to plan your entire trip for the best price. The sites we use to plan our trips and that have everything much cheaper: international travel eSIM, travel insurance at half price, tickets for all the attractions we mentioned, the good and cheap hotels we've stayed at, the car rental comparator, and the global account, to carry Thai baht paying much lower fees. And the links already contain automatic discounts, as we are always updating them. So save this page to your favorites and use it when planning. It will make your trip much easier and save you a lot of money. When is the best time to visit Bangkok? Thailand is a tropical country. Bangkok is hot all year round. The best time to visit is the dry season, which runs from November to April. The days are hot, but the humidity is lower and it almost never rains. This is the high season. The worst time is the rainy season, from May to October. It rains a lot, usually in the late afternoon, which can cause floods and disrupt plans. And how many days to stay in Bangkok? Bangkok is a huge city with chaotic traffic. The attractions are far apart. To see the basics, like the temples and a market, the bare minimum is 3 full days. But to do it calmly, visit the floating markets, the malls, and enjoy a rooftop bar, we recommend 5 days. Staying in a good area will make your trip much easier. The strategy in Bangkok is to choose your base according to your profile. The most famous area for backpackers is Khao San Road. The pro is that it's the cheapest area, with hostels for $10 a night and the center of the party. You are a 10-minute walk from the Grand Palace. The con is the constant noise, 24 hours a day, and the lack of a metro. You will depend on Grab or tuk-tuks for everything. It's ideal for young, single travelers. The second option, and our favorite for logistics, is Sukhumvit. This is the modern area of Bangkok. The pro is that you're on an avenue full of luxury malls, restaurants, and most importantly, you are connected to the best SkyTrain. This makes logistics for getting to the airport and Chatuchak Market very easy. The con is that it's far from the historic attractions. You'll spend 30 minutes by Grab or Metro to get to the temples. It's ideal for couples and those seeking comfort. The third option is to stay on the riverside, near the Chao Phraya River. This is where the luxury hotels, like the Mandarin Oriental, are. The pro is the spectacular view, the tranquility, and the hotel shuttle boats. The con is the price. It's the most expensive area. It's ideal for honeymoons. We created this custom map, which explains exactly which is the best region. If you stay in the Sukhumvit or Khao San Road area, you can't go wrong. We'll leave the link to this map here on the QR code on the screen and in the video description. We created it on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices. There, you can put in your travel dates and see all the hotel options within that location, at the lowest prices. We'll also leave links to the hotels where we've stayed. In every destination, we always recommend one that is very cheap and super well located, and another that's a bit nicer, in the same location, but a little more expensive. They are great options. An important tip to save on lodging is the advance booking strategy. The earlier you book your hotel, the less you will pay. This is why we love using this website. Besides having the lowest prices, it has free cancellation for almost all hotels. You can book as early as possible to guarantee a much lower price, and if you need to cancel later, it's super easy and costs nothing. Now let's talk about transportation. How to get around Bangkok. First, do not rent a car in Bangkok. The traffic is some of the worst in the world and they drive on the left. It's impossible. The best way to get around the modern areas is the BTS SkyTrain and the MRT, underground subway. It's fast, cheap, clean, and has air conditioning. A single ticket costs between 15 and 55 baht. It's worth buying the one-day pass for 150 baht. To go to the temples, like the Grand Palace, the best way is the Chao Phraya Express boat. Take the boat with the orange flag. It costs only 16 Thai baht per trip, no matter the distance. It's super cheap, and you skip the traffic. For everything else, use Grab. It's the Asian ride-hailing app. It works like Uber and is very cheap. A 20-minute ride costs about 100 to 150 baht. It's always cheaper than a taxi. And the tuk-tuk? It's a tourist trap. It's an attraction. Ride one once for the experience. But they are expensive. You must negotiate the price before you get in. A ride that would cost 80 baht on Grab, the tuk-tuk driver will ask for 300. And beware of the "temple is closed, I'll take you somewhere else" scam. Mandatory documentation. To enter Thailand, you need two things. First, a valid passport with at least 6 months of validity. And second, the International Certificate of Vaccination Against Yellow Fever. They require this at immigration. You do not need a visa to stay for up to 90 days as a tourist. Travel insurance is not mandatory, but it is highly recommended, as high-quality hospitals are expensive. And about travel insurance. We never travel, especially to Asia, without one. We use a price comparator that always finds the insurance at half the price. We'll leave the link in the description. Let's talk shopping. Bangkok is a paradise for cheap shopping. The #1 spot is the Chatuchak Weekend Market. It's a giant market that only opens on Saturdays and Sundays. It has over 15,000 stalls selling absolutely everything. For electronics and cheap fakes, go to MBK Center. It's an 8-story mall. For luxury malls, Siam Paragon and Central World are incredible. For a more modern night market, visit Asiatique the Riverfront. You take a free shuttle boat to get there. It's great for families. And for those who are new here to the channel, welcome. Our mission is to help you travel more and better around the world. If you're enjoying it, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It helps us a lot. Speaking of gastronomy, Thai food is one of the best in the world. An explosion of sweet, salty, sour, and spicy flavors. You have to try Pad Thai, the fried rice noodles with shrimp. Tom Yum Goong, a spicy and sour shrimp soup with lemongrass. Green curry, a chicken or beef stew with coconut milk. And Som Tum, the spicy green papaya salad. And for dessert, mango sticky rice. For restaurant suggestions, starting with the cheap ones. In Bangkok, for the best Pad Thai in the world, go to Thipsamai. It's a super famous restaurant with a line out the door. The Pad Thai wrapped in an omelette costs about 200 baht. The second cheap option is the Pier 21 food court in the Terminal 21 Mall. You load a card, and the food is incredibly cheap and delicious. A dish costs 30 to 50 baht. For an expensive experience in Bangkok, go to a rooftop bar. Vertigo, at the Banyan Tree Hotel, is one of the most famous. The food is expensive, a dinner costs over 4,000 baht. But you can go just for a cocktail, which costs about 700 baht, and get the most incredible view of the city. And for absolute luxury, Gagan Anand, also in Bangkok, is consistently voted one of the best restaurants in the world. It's a progressive and molecular Indian cuisine experience. The tasting menu costs over 5,000 baht per person. And how much does it cost to eat in Bangkok? Thailand is very cheap. A full Big Mac combo costs about 150 baht. A bottle of water at the market costs 10 baht. A local beer, like Chang or Singa, costs 80 baht at a restaurant. The golden tip is to eat street food. A Pad Thai from a street stall costs 40 to 60 baht, which is less than $2. A full dinner at a mid-range restaurant will be around 300 to 400 baht per person. What about nightlife? The night in Bangkok is legendary. Khao San Road is the backpacker street. A chaos of bars, loud music, fried scorpion vendors, and people drinking buckets of alcohol, which cost about 300 baht. For a more sophisticated night, go to the rooftop bars, like the Sky Bar at Lebu Estate Tower, where The Hangover Part 2 was filmed. For local clubs, the RCA, Royal City Avenue area, is where the locals go. And of course, there are the red light districts like Soy Cowboy and Nana Plaza. Traveling with kids? Bangkok is great for kids. They'll love the Sea Life Ocean World Aquarium, which is inside the Siam Paragon Mall. The ticket costs about 1,000 baht. Lumpini Park, in the center, is great for them to run around and see the giant monitor lizards that live free. And Kidzania, also in Siam Paragon, is a miniature city. Combining your trip, Bangkok is the gateway to all of Asia. From Bangkok, you can take a 90-minute flight north to Chiang Mai to see elephants and temples. You can also take a 90-minute flight south to Krabi or Phuket to visit the paradise islands like Phi Phi. And for an international trip, you can take a 1-hour flight to Siem Reap, Cambodia, to visit the incredible temples of Angkor Wat. If you liked the video, like and subscribe to our channel to always travel more and better around the world. Thank you very much and have a great trip.